If you had less than a week to live, I'm not sure what you would be doing, and I'm not sure what I would be doing, but I really kind of doubt that with less than a week to live, I would attend a dinner party. But that's exactly what we find Jesus doing in John chapter 12. The Bible tells us that it's only 6 days until the Passover, so he has less than a week before his sacrifice on the cross. But it tells us that some of his friends and loved ones host a dinner party for him and that he's there. While he is there, Mary anoints Jesus with a very fragrant oil. And there's a parallel to this over in Matthew chapter 26 that does not mention Mary by name, but it's obviously the same occasion and the same Mary. But those who like to find contradictions in the Bible say that this is one of them, because Matthew's account says that Mary anointed his head, and John's account says that Mary anointed his feet and even wiped them with the hair of her head. But that's not a contradiction, because Jesus clarifies that in Matthew 26. He says, "She has poured this ointment on my body." You see, Matthew doesn't say it was only Jesus' head. John's account doesn't say it was only Jesus' feet. So Mary obviously anointed him in more than just his head or just his feet, to the exclusion of the other. And the Bible tells us that when this happened, that it was a great sacrifice, because it was a very expensive nard that she had, and a very pungent odor permeated the house. In fact, it said the fragrance drifted all throughout the house. You know, a good deed, a good sacrifice will permeate the atmosphere, and everyone will be aware of it. Well, some who are aware of it on that occasion criticized Mary, and Jesus came back at them and said, "She has done a beautiful thing." Contemplate those words for just a moment. Jesus, talking about a human being doing something to God, says, "It's a beautiful thing." What beautiful thing can you and I do for Jesus? What beautiful thing can you and I do for God? Jesus further says in the account in Matthew 26 that anytime the gospel is preached, what she had done would be talked about. And here we are, 2,000 years later, doing that very thing, fulfilling what Jesus said. And so let's make it our goal to do the things that are beautiful, to do the things that are extravagant on behalf of God, and do the things that leave the fragrance of a beautiful deed.